Well, finally I got to Diamond 3 again. Like, this was super freaking hard to get to Diamond 3, but yeah, finally I got back there. I played a lot of games to get here, and yeah, this day I think I played like 10 games, I think, and maybe even more. I did make some changes, but not at the start of the duels. So I played a lot of duels, yeah, you can see over here, and I was like going win lose win lose win lose, and a lot of times I didn't even lose to my opponent, I lost to my internet connection, which is super freaking great as well. Yeah, it just makes you want to punch the laptop, by the way, but yeah, it's all good. So yeah, I played 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 games. Yeah, I played a lot because I was sick of deranking from Diamond 2 to 3, then to 4 now. So yeah, some of the games, I think in this one I lost to the internet connection. Yeah, so that one I won't be showing, but all of these other games I'm gonna show. So that's 15 games I'm gonna show you now. So this is the first duel. So here I'm going second, and I drew full lost draw, which is great. Everything except those two are decent because Void Apocalypse is good, but yeah, you do have to have a discard. Luckily I do. And yeah, my opponent just summons the Side Reflector, Assault Warrior. Yep. Go for the Scrap Warrior. They are just giving me like 2 or 3 draws already. So they add the Synchro Fellowship, add the Junk Synchron and the Full Speed Warrior. Yep. Go for the Herald so they can protect their Junk Speeder, but yeah, I'm completely fine with that as long as they give me many draws, and they do, which is great. So they go for Speeder. Yep, by the way, my draws are super freaking horrible, like drawing double Necromancer, draw while they have Herald, by the way, which is, yeah, great. Drawing the second draw. Yep. By the way, they played the Altergeist, the one that if it's tributed you can bring it back, so I mean that's interesting. Yep, they go for the Axel Synchro. Yep, bring back the Assault Synchron, go for Crimson, use Crimson Dragon, add the Rumble. Yep. By the way, these new cards, the Junk, Meister, Armor, Fellowship, like they are such crazy extenders. By the way, I drew Shavara, which is crazy. So yeah, anyway, they summon the Baron, Bestial, Dispatter, Axel Synchro, they use the Armor, summon the Meister. Yep, Rumble, and yeah, they pass here. And this is probably the first time I have seen Fools the End Phase effect, where I had to shuffle back my cards, but yeah, I have like 12 or 13 cards in my hand. Yeah, summon Archfiend, attack over the Herald, use Buyo, pop the Mutiny, use Mutiny, discard the Engraver. Yep, go for Yama, Chainlink 1 Shavara, Chainlink 2, Chainlink 1 Yama, Chainlink 2 Shavara, because I was valuing the body of Yama more than Shavara set the chamber. So I add the Ruche. They use the Assault Synchron, bring back the Axel Synchro, they use the Crimson to summon the Majestic Star Dragon. And this card is actually a problem because even though on top of that it's a Omni Negate, it can also negate the activation and destroy all my cards. So I was like, okay, I definitely have to use the SP, bait out the Majestic, use SP Little Knight again, bait the Baron because I don't really care about this pattern. I have like 10 cards still in my hand. So yeah, they negated with Baron. I can just, yeah, extend so much. I didn't even use a Rucha, I have Return of the Reaper. I didn't even use Mutinating. So yeah, this deck, yeah, when it has like 15 cards, it's very easy to win. So that was the first win. This is the second. And here I'm going first, and my hand it's decent for sure, because Prison and Shavar are just a great combo together. Yep, use Prison, summon the Shayama, summon the Buyo. I'm definitely thinking about putting Buyo to 3, even though you only need 1 Buyo. Just drawing that extender is really good, by the way. That's why I added the new engine in the deck. I think at the 12th, after the 12th duel, you'll see it, yeah, very shortly. Yep, go for Close Heaven. I have Wave Hacking Caesar now. It's great. Summon the Lacrimas and Engraver. Use Engraver. Still haven't used my Mutiny, Reaper. Didn't even use my Callby. Yep, use the sequence. They use the Infinite Impermanence. That's completely fine. I still have the Mutiny, so I'm gonna use that. Yep, summon the Aerialiter to send, I think, the Infernity Archfiend. Yep, send Archfiend so I can bring it back with the Reaper. Use Archfiend. They have the Purge, but that Purge destroyed Archfiend, so I can use Yama, bring back Archfiend again, and also, yeah, reset the Reaper. Yep, bring back Archfiend again, and it's like basically they lost a card for nothing. Go for Abomination, didn't even use my normal summon. Yep, Necromancer, bring back Archfiend again. Add Launcher. Go for Close Heaven, use Launcher. Yep, bring back Necromancer Archfiend. Yep, Archfiend, grab the barrier. Go for, Yama. Use Necromancer again, bring back Archfiend again, Archfiend. Grab the second launcher. Use the Mutiny. Yep, add back the Mutiny, yep. Go for Soul of Rage. Use Launcher. Yep, bring back Necromancer Archfiend again. And yeah, this Archfiend is gonna grab the barrier, and I wasn't able to add the break because, yeah, I clogged up my spell and trap zones a little bit too much. But yeah, they are playing Cupsy, the Yami. So yeah, I just use barrier. Surprise, that's definitely not gonna resolve. And yeah, they just passed their turn. Use Callby on the Cupsy. By the way, Cupsy is at 1 and they opened Cupsy. Like, is that insane? Like, bro, that's your best card in the deck and you draw it all the time. And yeah, here I think, yeah, I summoned the Valkyrie just to clear out my hand, and yeah, use Archfiend. They used the Purge, but I luckily have the barrier. Maybe I should have left. Maybe I should have let the Purge destroy Archfiend because I have the Yama in the graveyard. But yeah, that's all good. So yeah, those 2 wins were very, very good. This is the third duel. And here I'm going second, and my hand is, wow, double Fuwa draw. Like, bro, that's so freaking good. And I'm playing the freaking Odeon deck. Like, every time I draw Fuwalos and draw, like basically 2 best cards going second, I play against a stun deck, and yeah, like these 3 are like basically dead cards now. And yeah, they use the Apophis, summon the Apophis, and yeah, I only have Tour Guide as my only play, which is crazy. And they didn't negate the Tour Guide, which is even more crazy. Like, yeah, and I didn't have any spell and traps to pop with the Shavara, so I didn't even bother. I don't want to pop my Yama. And yeah, by the way, I'm gonna lose to freaking Mallet. Like, bro. Yep, Temple of the Kings, Apophis. Sure, summon the... Yep, the Divine Serpent Apophis, yep. Attack over the Yama, and I think I surrendered very quickly here because... Yeah, I basically have too many dead cards here, yeah. And Shavar is definitely not gonna help there. So yeah. double forward roll against a stun deck every single time, like without a question. Yeah, this is the 4 duel, and here I'm going first, and my hand is good, but I only have Tour Guide and Apocalypse basically as my only plays. Yep, and my opponent uses the Ovulos, and I was like, okay, let's use the Apocalypse, discard the draw. Maybe I should have kept the draw. So the next time they summon the... what's his name? So the next time they draw, I can just draw them, but I was like, nope, let me at least make at least 2 interruptions. So yeah, those 2 interruptions are Espeletal Knight and Barrier, which is decent for sure, because Barrier can negate anything. Yep, they used the Synchro Overtake, summon the Rico. Yep, that Rico is definitely not gonna resolve. Yep, just use the Barrier. They use the mix, I banish the mix with Espeletal Knight. They use the Kilton Synchro. Like, probably one of the cards that needs to be hit is this for sure, 2-1. And Synchro Overtake is already limited. And yeah, they summon the Remix, yep. Yeah, they can also see my top deck, like, it's super frustrating that they can see my hand, top deck, puppy, monster, spell or trap. Like, they have everything basically. Luckily they didn't have more gas, but they did call by my Shavara, which is very bad. But yeah, I still have some extenders. I have the Mutiny, I have Duke of Demise, I still have the Finsmith package. So here I use the launcher to bring back Archfiend. Yep, go for Necromancer. And yeah, they do draw me, but that's fine, because I can just go for Underworld Goddess. Yep, normal summon the Necromancer, use Necromancer, Archfiend, go for Requiem, summon the Lacrima, use Lacrima, send Engraver, use Engraver. Yep, go for the sequence. Maybe I should have left the Archfiend in attack position, because Archfiend is 1800 attack while Necromancer is 0. Yeah, that's probably the very big mistake, because I was calculating damage. You can see I was very close to game, and here I think I go for the Wave Hacking Caesar and the Soul of Rage. So this is basically like the classic Unchained board, and they do have 4 cards. Of course they have the Synchro Overtake, negate that with Wave Hacking Caesar, Q, negate that also. Yep, and yeah, they just scoop, like, oh, finally. Yeah, as I mentioned at the beginning, this is the duel where I lost to my internet connection issue. So yeah, that's the problem. This is the 6th duel, and here I'm going second. And yeah, my hand is really good, but when I'm going first, but luckily I do play against Labyrinth. Labyrinth isn't that bad of a matchup, unless I just break out of my head. But I didn't, luckily. My hand is really decent, especially because I have Tour Guide and Buyo. If my Tour Guide doesn't resolve, I can just summon the Buyo. It's great. And yeah, my 6th card is full, so I can use it on my turn to bait out the Big Welcome. Yep, they use the Big Welcome, summon the Oriana, use the Lovely, destroy a card in my hand. They destroy Void Apocalypse, which is very bad, but yeah, they have the Impulse, destroy my Tour Guide, which is very bad. Yep, and I couldn't even special summon the Buyo, because I have no Fiends on the field, which is, yeah, great. And yeah, my opponent can just normal summon the Ariana, so add the Chandelier or whatever, attack over the Shavara, set the Chamber, yep, and attack over the Shayama. Yep, use the Lovely, set the, what's his name, the Impulse as well. Yep, Lady. Yep, and they have yeah, they have like 6 cards to my 2, I mean to my 3, but yeah, the third card basically does nothing. And here I try to use the Shayama to pop the Buyo. And yeah, there is just no way that I can win. I mean, I attack with Buyo, add the Mutiny, but yeah, use the Mutiny. Summon the, I think, yeah, the Air Leader. Yep, use the Air Leader, send the Archfiend, but there's literally no point. So I just scoop there. Here is the 7th duel. And here I'm going first, and yeah, my hand is still decent because Prison is any Unchained I want, but I tried to at least do something without the Prison. Yeah, they use the Ghost spell, so that's why I normally summon Archfiend, especially summon the Buyo, because I don't want to have I don't want to use every card in my hand. I want to reserve as much as possible. So yeah, send the Shayama, use the Shayama, yeah, pop the Chamber, summon the Shavara, use the Prison here. Yep, go for Summon Sorceress. Summon Sorceress. Oh my god, this card is so freaking good. You have no idea. Like, locking you into fiends basically means nothing, and she summons any fiend from the deck. So unless you use the Shavara, because Shavara actually locks you into fiends, you can really summon the Summon Sorceress and then summon any fiend from the deck, which is crazy. Yep, go for Super Producer, pop itself, use the Yama, bring back the Archfiend, use Archfiend, grab the Necromancer, use the Duke of Demise, summon the Necromancer, Mutiny, set the Mutiny, go for Wayhacking Caesar. Yeah, this was a very complicated way to summon the Caesar, but luckily and finally I did make the Caesar. Archfiend, grab the Reaper, go for Close Heaven, Reaper again, bring back Necromancer, bring back Archfiend. Archfiend, grab the Launcher. Go for Untill Goddess. Use Launcher. Necromancer, Archfiend again. Archfiend, grab the second Launcher. Go for the Yama. Use Necromancer, bring back Archfiend, use Archfiend, grab the Barrier. Go for Abomination. Use Launcher, bring back Archfiend and Necromancer again. I think that having 2 launchers is definitely very optimal, because having 3 launchers is too much. They use the Desires, that's definitely not gonna resolve. Just use the Barrier. Of course they have the Synchro Overtake, like, bro, this hand is just glued to their hand. And by the way, this Kill Tune Synchro can be used twice per turn. Yeah, super fun. And they have the 1 card, and that's Rotary. Luckily it's Rotary, because if it was Mix or Rico, I would have lost. Probably wouldn't lose immediately, but yeah, they would destroy a lot of my board, and luckily they didn't. So this is the 8th duel. And here I'm going first, and my hand is not good. Because here the only play I have is Tour Guide and nothing else. Shavara does nothing, because that's basically like 1 for 1. And here I was banking on the Lockbird to save me, but I'm playing against Malice, and Malice, I don't really think that Droll is good against Malice. I do know that it hits a lot of their search cards, but they just drew the Cracked, because they also have the Magnemite to banish the Dormouse. Dormouse is gonna they can also use the Splash Mage. Use the Dormouse, summon the White Rabbit. Summon the GVC, summon the Lick Decoder, go for the Heart Cryptor. use the link decoder, bring it back. Yep, go for access code. Yeah, this deck, yeah, it's still super freaking strong. Luckily, it's not that presented, and it's not that played a lot, like in the past couple of months. So yeah, that's good. But yeah, this deck is just, you cannot stop it. You cannot, and yeah, they are just going for the BM. Like, bro, you already have like 15k damage. Like, come on. And yeah, I just surrendered. And this is the 9th duel. And here I'm going second, and my hand is so freaking good. Yep. Fuva and Maxi. Yep, against Millenniums. I used the Fuva first, they used the Archblossom, but yeah, that's why I used the Maxi second, because Maxi is, yeah, of course, it's infinitely better than Fulos. So yeah, I draw 1. Yep, use the Sengenjin. Yep, add the Heart of the Blue Eyes. Yeah, draw another Shavara. Yep, use the Ankh. Yep, summon the Exodia. Yep, they reveal all the pieces. Of course, they... Oh yeah, they drew actually 1. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. And yeah, my draws were decent for sure, but it could have been better. And yeah, that draw is not good. Yep, they let the tour guide resolve, which is crazy. Yep, Chilling 1, Chilling 2. Yep, add the Rucha and the Mutiny. Yep, I have 7 freaking cards by the way. Yeah, my opponent does roll me, but yeah, that doesn't matter. Yep, use the Mutiny, and I don't know why they didn't use the Exiled Flame, because I'm clearly going for the Underworld Goddess here, but yeah. Yeah, they just don't expect Underworld Goddess, which is, yeah, really good. And yeah, now I can go for the Requiem. Requiem summon the Lacrima, Lacrima summon the Engraver, and yeah, my opponent just scooped, even though I didn't even use any of my cards, I just used the Tour Guide and Mutiny basically. Yeah. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, this is the 10th duel. And here I'm going first. And my hand is good, except of course the Engraver. Yeah, so I needed a way to get rid of the Engraver. By the way, my opponent uses Maxi. I summon the Buyo, summon the Yama, yep, Chilling 1, Chilling 2. Yep, they use the Archblossom on Yama, which is completely fine. I have the Prison and Shavara, so I can just use them. Yep, summon the Shavara. And they use the full loss as well, and I chain the draw because I cannot give them any more draws. I already gave them like 2 or 3. Yep, and go for the Wayhacking Caesar immediately. Use the Mutiny, summon the Airliter. Use the Airliter, I think, to send the Shavara. Set the chamber. Yep, go for the the Rage, use the Mutiny, discard the Engraver, add back the Mutiny just to have it as a follow-up, and yeah, just classic Unchained board. My opponent has 6 cards, yeah, and they just pass. Майко, елме за да... Майко, 5 минута. Извини. Pass the turn, I draw the Tour Guide, by the way, from the top deck. Yep, and here I think I just summoned the Duke of Demise, and yeah, I think that's more than enough. Yeah, they try to use the clip, but yeah, that's gonna get negated for sure. And yeah, I just go to the battle phase, yep. And yeah, they just scoop, yeah. This is the 11th game. And I'm going first, and this hand, again, it's just Tour Guide and nothing else. And definitely Tour Guide is good, but if Tour Guide doesn't resolve, I would just pass on the spot, because I cannot summon the Lacrima, I cannot get rid of the Archfiend and Necromancer, both of them. I can get rid of Archfiend or Necromancer, but not both. And that's why I think not after this game, after I think the next loss, I cannot remember now, I updated the deck and added the Dark Beckoning Beast, and that engine, yeah, it's so freaking good, by the way. I mean, for now, it's good. I definitely need more starters, and yeah. And here, yeah, I just use the engraver, go for sequence, go for the aerolator, yep, aerolator effect, send the Shavara, use the Shavara, pop the set the chamber. Summon the wave hacking Caesar. Yep, use the launcher, bring back Archfiend and Necromancer. Yep, Archfiend. Grab the second launcher. Use the engraver. Yep, summon the engraver, go for the abomination. Use Necromancer again. Archfiend again, barrier. Yep. Go for the close heaven. Use the Reaper. Bring back Necromancer, Archfiend again. Archfiend. Yep. Barrier. Go for Yama. Use launcher. Yep. Necromancer, Archfiend again. Yeah. Crazy. When this deck gets going, it's crazy deck. And yeah, go for the Soul of Rage. Use Necromancer again. No effect from Archfiend. Yep. And yeah, I have the full freaking board, by the way. And yeah, they use the MST, pop the barrier, the first barrier. They use the chant to add another MST, and I don't know how they don't know that I set the barrier here, not there. And yeah, they use the shield barrier. I can just negate that with barrier, since my barrier probably wouldn't stick that long. And yeah, I negate the Corsair. And also I have the wave hacking Caesar for the Eldam, so yeah, my opponent scoops. And yeah, here are the two losses, and I'm not gonna show you all the duels, I'm just gonna show you the update and these three last duels. And here is the updated list, so here it is. So I cut the what's his name, the Droll and Kolba and Crossout. They weren't doing that much for me, especially Crossout. Crossout was dead every single time. Here I cut the one Archfiend, added the Gruesome Grave Skirmer, added the triple Throne, triple Dark Beckoning Beast, double opening of the Spirit Gates. And yeah, now I'm gonna show you the duels with these cards. These cards were really good. So here's so this is, I think, the 10th duel. No, it's 13th duel, yeah. And yeah, here I'm going first, and my hand it's definitely decent. I did draw opening, which is great. Use the opening, yep, gets ashed, which is okay. Yep, use the Apocalypse, discard the Fuvolos. Yep, send another Shavara, set the chamber. Yep, use Shavara, pop the chamber effect. Yep, summon the Shayama, go for close heaven. Yep, close heaven into Requiem effect, summon and my opponent just scoops, which is great. So yeah, opening of the Spirit Gate, just baited the Ash Blossom, which is more than enough sometimes. Okay. This is the 15th duel. And here I'm going second, and my hand is decent. And here are so yeah, Throne is fantastic for two reasons, because I can search Grave Skirmer, and Grave Skirmer is a great extender, and also it can and the Throne also can search the Dark Beckoning Beast, so that's why I'm running triple Throne. So yeah, my opponent Ash Blossoms the Tour Guide. I use the Grave Skirmer. Yep, summon the Yama. Use Yama. Yep, gets negated by Imperm. That's completely fine. I still have extenders. Yep, use Throne. Add the Beckoning Beast. Use the Grave Skirmer. Banish yourself to summon the Dark Beckoning Beast. So basically, the Grave Skirmer has double purpose. So yeah, and yeah, I summon the Buyo. Summon the Close Heaven, use Buyo, add Mutiny. Yep, summon the Requiem. Yep, use Requiem, summon the Lacrima, send Engraver. Shuffle back the Close Heaven, summon Engraver. Requiem, send the Archfiend, because yeah, I need Archfiend to do my Infernity combo. So yeah, go for sequence. Now use they use the Welcome Vibrant, but there isn't any more traps, so I don't have to worry about this lady. But yeah, I go for the what's his name, the Duke of Demise. Normal summon the Fools, use Mutiny. Summon the Aerial Eater. Use the Aerial Eater. I think that I sent Shavara. No, I sent Shayama. Yeah, I sent Shayama. Summon the Awake Hacking Caesar. Now use Shayama. Pop the Prison. Yep, Shayama. Now chilling 1 Yama, chilling 2 Prison. Yep. So I don't. So my Archfiend doesn't miss timing, because yeah, it's a 1 effect. So yeah, go for closed Underworld Goddess. Use Shavara. Set the chamber. Yep. The Shayama just pops the chamber, summon another Shavara, about Q, and yeah, my opponent scoops. And this is the duel that got me back to Diamond 3, and this is finally the last duel for today. And here I'm going second, and my hand is really strong. The only problem is that I drew both openings. So I think, only play 2 openings, and that's very bad. So yeah, I'm playing against Light Twins, and Light Twins are they are beatable, but yeah, this board that you're gonna see is actually super freaking crazy. So yeah, they go, yeah, the Lacrima, send their own Engraver. Yep, go for Lila. Maybe they misplayed a little bit by... You'll see the end board. The end board is crazy, but they can definitely do better. So they used that was her name, the Link 4, Trouble Sunny. Yep, use the Engraver. Yep, summon that as well. Sequence. Use Sequence to summon the Lacrimosa over here, which is kinda odd, but you'll see why. So they bring back the Trouble Sunny. Go for the About Q, use About Q. Yep, discard, banish yourself, summon yep, go for Griffin. And that's why they summon the Lacrimosa over here. I mean, that's understandable. So they basically have a skill drain on the board, but yeah. So yeah, they have so much interruptions. And yeah, Aruha is great draw. Yep, Throne, add Dark Beckoning Beast. Yep, use the opening, add another Beckoning Beast. Give me another normal summon, use Buyo, special summon it. Go for Close Heaven. Yep, use Buyo. I don't know why they impermed the Buyo, the Close Heaven, by the way, but sure, I guess. So I use the opening, discard, summon the Beckoning Beast, and summon the Otherworld Goddess. So you can see that with only the Dark Beckoning Beast, I managed to get 2 Underworld Goddess, and I got rid of the Griffin, and now I can freely summon the Aerial Eater and use its effect, send the Shavara, use Shavara, yeah, use the Aruha of the Chamber, use Chamber, summon the Shayama, yeah, go for the Requiem. Requiem effect reveal itself, summon the Lacrima, yep, send Engraver, go for Yama, because I still didn't even use my Shavara. Yep, use Shavara, pop the Aruha, summon Shavara, Aruha, summon another Shavara, go for the Awake Hacking Caesar, and now I think that the most important thing is to get to Archfiend, right? Yeah, to get to Archfiend. Yeah, summon the Engraver. And yeah, my opponent scoops. I probably had a way to summon... How do I send Archfiend? I don't really care. Maybe I would OTK either way. So yeah, now I'm in Diamond 3 finally. Like, it took me a lot of games you have seen today. And yeah, hopefully these duels get a little bit easier, because these duels have been very challenging. in the past couple of days. But yeah, that's all good. And yeah, that's it gonna be for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. See you tomorrow and goodbye.